Hi, welcome back to another podcast with Mr. Hagan. In this podcast, we are going to continue talking about the demand curve. On the last podcast, um, we talked about moving along the demand curve, and we said that this language always has to go together. Whenever we get a change in the price of something, then we say that we moved along the demand curve, and we call that a change in quantity demanded. Okay, that language always goes together. Move along the curve, change in the price, change in quantity demanded. That language always goes together. But now we're going to imagine a situation where let's go back to the price of the good being $2 and consumers are buying 2 units of apple juice or whatever. Okay, so the price of the good is $2 and consumers are buying 2 units of apple juice. And let's say that we get a change in something other than the price. So let's say the price is going to stay here at $2. The price is not going to change, but something else is going to change. So first let's write that down. We're going to get a change in something other than the price. We're going to get a change in something other than the price. So for example, what could that be? Let's say a new study comes out that shows that drinking apple juice causes cancer. That there's something in the apple juice that's associated with increased risk of cancer. So the price is still $2, but now we have this new risk that drinking apple juice could cause cancer. So what's going to happen to the amount of apple juice people drink? Well, I mean, it's obviously going to go down if people are worried about cancer from drinking it, but the price didn't change. So how am I going to handle that on my graph? Well, what I'm going to say is that at every single price, people are now going to drink less apple juice than they did before. So we're going to get a new quantity, a new demand schedule. So it used to be when the price was $1, people bought 3 apple juices. Now they'll only buy 2 because they're a little bit worried about this new news about cancer. If the price is $2, they used to buy 2 units of apple juice. Now they only buy 1. And if the price was $3, they used to buy 1 unit of apple juice, but now they won't buy any. In other words, at every single price, they'll buy less apple juice now than they did before because of this bad news. So then we want to graph this new demand schedule. So now, when the price is $3, now the consumer will buy 0 of the good. So there's my new point. When the price is $2, they'll now buy 1 unit of the good. So when the price is $2, they'll buy just 1 unit of the good. And when the price is $1, they'll buy 2 units of the good. Connect those dots, and we have our new demand curve. So I'll call that demand curve 2. So whenever we get a change in something other than the price, that's going to cause a shift in the demand curve. That's going to cause a shift in the demand curve. So what that means, that word shift, that means the entire curve is going to move. So the entire curve shifted in to the left. Now, how much if the price is still $2, how much apple juice are people now going to buy? If the price did not change, and we got this news about apple juice being associated with cancer, well, now people used to buy 2 units of apple juice. Now they will only buy 1 unit of apple juice. How do I show that on the graph? Well, I come over here to the price is 2, and I come across to where I hit the demand curve, and then come down, and there it is. People will now only buy 1 unit of the good. Okay? And that is called, so this decrease in quantity here, that is now called a change in demand. That is called a change in demand, or a change in D, standing for demand. So look at these 2 situations that we've talked about. Over here on this graph, the price went up. Well, the price went up over here, and when the price went up, that caused you to move along the curve, and that caused people to buy less of the good. That was a decrease in quantity demanded. What about over here on this graph? Over here on this graph, the price did not change, But because of this other thing, other than price, the new concerns about the health risks, that caused the whole curve to shift in, and that caused people, instead of buying 2 units of apple juice, to only buy one. So people bought less apple juice, but it's called a decrease in demand because there was a change in something other than the price. There was a change in something other than the price. So now we have the distinction between quantity demanded moving along the curve and demand shifting the curve. On the next video, we'll bring those both together and define what we call the law of demand. We'll do that on the next podcast. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on that next podcast.